Alright, so I started to take this apart, and I'm removing these screws here. That'll be able to remove the cover. I just kind of leaned it down here. Um, so basically, I want to basically redesign this entire thing, just because I can't really see that well. Um, I see people go really crazy with like crazy cooling and all sorts of stuff on a lot of printers, and I normally wouldn't do that to most of the printers that I use. Plus, I print with PETG almost exclusively. The only reason I'm actually even using PLA is because I got a bunch of it for free. So, let me see if I can get this on the tripod. Okay, so um, this one here is definitely one that I would like to just completely redo everything. Um, the design is fine except for the visibility. So, actually, I think I might just leave. Yeah. Let's take it off. So this bracket was cool to try out, but um, I would rather restore this back to a loading tube setup than to run this the way it is. It's just not real convenient. So we're going to need to remove the motor now. We might as well just do it in this position, because the problem is you can't pull the bracket off of here until you do this anyways. They don't really give you much sticking out of here to use this one either. So this is basically what you would have. I guess it ain't that size. What you would have if you had the uh, the Neo. The Neo has that size. And so the Neo has that all metal one, and it's I think it's a little bit thicker than the original plastic one. I'm looking at the original plastic one over here. Um, it might be the same size. Either way, this one here is not the same size as a dual gear. So, and I like to hold the extruder like that because there's tension on that spring. Just kind of keep it from possibly chewing up our bolt. Doesn't seems like it should be out all the way, but it's not. Okay, there we go. So basically identical in every way. Now, depending on what bracket fits this, I could go to a dual gear. I don't really think it's going to matter. We do need to get this screw pushed in. here in order to access this one here. Pretty typical deal. I have heard this particular extruder slip on occasion, but not often. And it was in the Bowden configuration, I think, when it was slipping. So we had a little clip here, clippy clip. Let me get that out of there. Hopefully this will come out of here. Okay. So now would be a good time to probably get rid of this PTFE tube. And in order to get it out of there, I'm going to have to heat the thing up. But so we've got our stepper, our gigantic runout sensor, and then this bracket, which is going to be kind of hard to get out if I remember correctly. I guess not too bad this time. Come on. So this is the bracket. Okay. So this is kind of a weird hot end setup on this. I've not really seen one of these before. I'm assuming it's basically Creality based. Pull that out of there. So this housing drives me nuts. You can't see anything with this. It's really bad. Now, if I recall correctly, let's get this out of here. I thought this said CR on it somewhere, but it doesn't. So I don't know. It's a weird hot end. I think what I want to do is maybe completely remove this and get a better idea if I can redesign that cover. Alright, so I'm going to clear some of this stuff out of here. I had to keep those in the position where so I can set them aside, and I know which direction to flip them. So, I don't remember what one that is. Yeah, I need to, it says 3D touch on it. I need to compare some of these brackets and stuff like that. I like how they have it flatter over here on this one, but it's interesting. That's a genuine BL touch. The 3D touch, it looks like it might be a little bit shorter. I'm not sure. This is one that you would buy for cheap. That one will cost a little bit more money. Need to find out if that's actually the same front end. Hot end. I'm trying to figure out what I did with. I had one of those blocks laying around. So I've got a packet of them, and I just want to see if it looks like it's the same or not. I think these are off of something else, actually, because these came from Dave. Yeah, these are wrong. You can't use these. These thread into there. We've got all the other stuff in the same spot. They look about the same. I don't know what these are for now that I think about it. They don't say. Okay. Maybe I've got a spare hot end that's brand new. Not like this. Here's another one of these weird ones. I don't know what this is out of. Pretty weird, huh? Anyway. If I can find my other one that I have laying around. There it is. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is just kind of compare it. Oh no, that's a computer. Okay. Alright. Alright, here it is right here. Right. See, I love how you... Box fell. I love how you can buy one of these for like 15 bucks. Comes with all this and a bunch of nozzles. What I want to see here is spacing the same. Okay. That looks the same, as far as that part goes. I think the rest of it's different, though. This right here might be the reason that I swapped this entire piece. Because I've got the entire direct drive Creality one in a box. $27 it was. Never used it. I can completely go to Creality style without an issue. I'm going to pull this sensor off of here too, because I don't want to disturb the glue. Oh, man. Jesus. But that did not want to come off. I hope it's not stripped. Okay. Okay. So, I've got this bracket out of here. Now, what I want to see, I don't see any way this could possibly be an improved hot end. But I want to make sure that it's compatible. Or not. So, give me a second. Okay. So that's the Creality one attached to it. So what I want to see here, I have no idea what the hell that damn thing is. I'm going to take a few measurements of this. I'm going to set them both over there. You can see them both. I want to measure and see. This is just kind of, I'm future proofing this thing. I don't want any kind of proprietary stuff on any of these printers. In fact, I'm half tempted to just go ahead and swap the damn thing now. But I think that one probably has some advantages, and it's already hooked up, so there's no reason to change it. But what I want to know is, what's the distance going to be here? That looks like about the center of the nozzle to the back of the bracket, or 12.29. Okay. And then got 9.8 from that. So all right, now let's do something funny. Here's the Creality. Wow. That's the second time I've done something stupid today. I gotta go dive for the Allen wrench I just tossed. Okay, so I want to completely redo this entire thing, but anyway, let's do something stupid. Here's a direct drive. This is the kit. It's incredibly cheesy, and it really needs to be returned. Had it had the BL Touch sensor bracket, this actually could be a pretty good option. You've already got everything. Everything. Literally, I can swap this on here. Seriously. I could just swap it on here. The only issue that I see with using this is that my hot end is no longer going to be in the same location. So I'm not sure how well we can do this on here. So we look here. So the hot end looks like to me it's over quite a bit. It's past this notch here where that bracket is. Here, this is like they're off by maybe a quarter of an inch. And I don't know if the spacing on that's different. 42. Yeah, it looks the same. But the hot end's not in the same location, so the only thing that would be cool about this one here, like going to something like this, is that it would increase my visibility by a lot. This is sticking out a lot further. And you'd have the entire housing. If you had a BL touch bracket, you could do that. But it's got this motor and the plastic extruder. So with this one here, it's the older design. You can put a metal one on here, but you'll probably run into issues. See if I can do this here. Okay. So let's see. So this one would work on here, and then you have this plastic spacer. Okay. So, but for the $29, you're buying a plastic deal. And yeah, you can totally swap this on here, and you got to figure out how to calibrate your touch sensor, because there's no provision on this bracket. And then, well, you probably wouldn't want to use the wiring on this because you already have all these other wires going over here. This is more of a plug and play for Creality, but I would prefer to like convert to like this type of housing with this setup here for this one. So I might actually be interested in using it just for that. So I can get rid of that gigantic plastic thing. Because that thing's really messing me up as far as dealing with things. So I really need to... I don't think these have ever been unplugged from each other. Yeah, it's still glued on. So anyway, these are still glued on. I'm trying to keep them out of my way. So they have these two screws here going into the bracket here. So I guess this is pretty custom for this. Let's just try to see if there's a way to actually like go with one of these. Let's see. This one just uses screws here and here. So I'm sure there's probably prints and files out there for this, but not that. But anyway, so I'm going to take a break and come back to this later. So that's where I'm at on this.